Hello everyone, Fanta here, you're watching FANTAVISION, and today I am discussing some more interesting news about China. Because they're just constantly doing stupid things, so let's go ahead and dive into what they're doing now. Now, this doesn't really affect people in America at all, it just affects the Chinese. But it could be something that is a horrifying future to come for us if China does really push into our market more by buying more of these companies and controlling how our entertainment works. Now, what do I mean by that? Because Tencent owns part of Epic, and Blizzard is now catering to China, and a lot of these other companies are catering to China as well. So it's definitely something we could see happening in the future here, especially because we've already had a bunch of stupid laws pop up in different states, though I feel like what we're going to be discussing today is not going to be happening here anytime soon. So China is putting restrictions on video games for gamers under 18, and they're going to be banned from playing from 10 p.m. till 8 a.m. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. It gets worse, though. I didn't think it could, but it definitely gets worse. Now, they can only play 90 minutes on weekdays and 3 hours on weekends and holidays. What? This is ridiculous. Like, that is a crazy, low number. Like, holy crap. I mean, this is insane. I mean, 90 minutes? That's like nothing. If you're playing like a MOBA, that could be one game. You get to play one game. So there's not going to be really any esports in China anymore because you can't practice like that. And if they do have esports, the players are not going to be very good. They're not going to do very well against the rest of the world. And the reasoning behind all this is just so absurd. And the fact that they're doing this in the first place is absurd. I mean, they have like this nanny state that is doing the job that parents should be doing. It is not the job of the country to be the parent. I really don't understand this. And this happens in this country too, where they'll just come up with stupid ass laws that should not apply. There's something that parents should be doing. I'm not going to get into those because I don't want to get political, but when it comes to a governing body forcing weird, not even morality, just like weird parenting things on children, but kind of circumventing the parents. It's just so strange. Do they just have zero faith in their population's parents? I don't understand. Now, people, I mean, they've been citing that they're regulating gaming due to the rise in nearsightedness. But the thing is I don't think we've been seeing that in this country of nearsightedness happening. And why they're correlating video games into that, I'm going to need to see some freaking studies on that. Like real unbiased studies, non-government funded, that video games are causing nearsightedness. I wear these so you guys don't see the dark circles underneath my eyes. I don't wear these because I need glasses. Well, I also wear them because I get a headache if I stare at the computer too much, which I have to do at work all the time. But that's not the point. It does not cause nearsightedness to be playing video games. It just doesn't. Do they say that about watching TV too? Are they limiting TV time? Because I'm not seeing that anywhere. They can watch as much propaganda as they want. So it's really frustrating. Even as like a kid, it always baffled me that my parents would limit how many video games I played. And this isn't just me. I knew so many people, and I'm sure you know a lot of people as well, that were limited as children to how many video games they could play. Whereas they could just sit and watch like a vegetable, just watch TV all day, just do nothing. It baffles me that video games of all things is the thing that not only governments but parents regulate. You're stimulating your mind, you're doing something, sometimes you're being creative, sometimes you're being strategic, you're doing stuff in here, you're doing stuff right here, it's getting your eye-hand coordination up, it's actually improving lots of things, problem solving. There are so many beneficial things to video games. Social interaction, you can't go online on your TV to talk to other people while you're watching shows, so there's no social interaction there. So to limit something that is activating your mind, that is keeping you stimulated, that is keeping you in a community and not limiting something that is just nothing, it doesn't make any sense to me. It makes absolutely no sense to me. And maybe I'm just venting about my childhood, but I'm also venting because it's insane for an entire country to do this. I mean, it's crazy to me. And they also believe not only that it's hurting their eyesight, but also creating addictions. And of course, the World Health Organization here isn't helping with that because they have now identified gaming addiction as a disease. Can you become addicted to gaming? Yeah, of course you can. Anything that has those dopamine triggers in your brain, which video games have constantly, you can get addicted to. Anything that is enjoyable can be addictive. Running can be addictive. And you say, oh, but that's good for you. People can go too far. People can just neglect the rest of their life and just go and do marathons all the time. They'll mess up their joints. They won't train properly. They'll just do a bunch of different things. Anything can be addictive and anything can be harmful if not done in a moderately managed way. And that's all there needs to be. There just needs to be better parenting. And it's so strange to me whenever the government tries to step in. It's like when the government was trying to regulate video games here in America. They were going on this huge crusade against video games. And they have recently too, citing that violent video games are fueling school shooters and mass shootings and just random acts of violence. As if movies and TV shows aren't violent as well and more realistic because you're seeing people shooting people. Or you could blame the news and glorifying all these people. But people have always, for some reason, looked back at video games and pointed the finger at those. I don't understand why, and it's insanely frustrating. It's absolutely crazy to me that they would do this. And I think it's because, like I said, they would rather children watch the propaganda machine that is their TV than video games. Because video games, I don't know what Chinese video games are like, but as American games start getting over there, even though they're being censored, they're not propaganda that China is number one. They're not saying that in these games. They're just entertainment. And China doesn't like that. I'm sure that's part of the reason, is they want to get these children at a young age indoctrinated into what their government is saying. And if they can't go outside and they can't do other things, they're going to sit there and watch TV, and that's what's going to happen. They're going to watch their movies, which are also propaganda, I'm sure. And it's a shame. It's really a shame. And like I said, I mean, blaming like your eyesight issues on video games. Have you seen the air in your country, guys? Have you seen the air in those cities? Here's some images. Just images of China air. Like that's not good for you, obviously. I mean, there have been so many cited cases of people dying sooner, getting cancer. Just the health rate is so bad in these cities where it's just smog and pollution, and it's crazy. If you're looking at trying to keep your citizens healthy, you should focus on other things than just video games. You should let parents be parents, and that's it. That's really what I have to say about a lot of these nanny state laws. Let parents be parents, you know? Like helmet laws and stuff, like, yeah, it's probably a good thing, but guess what? It's still strange to me that you're not just going to rely on the parents, you know, making their kids wear a helmet. It's so strange to me. So thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about this crazy, like, just this crazy curfew and these limitations. Oh, I forgot to mention, you know what? No, video's not over. Sorry. Spending caps are also a thing. This is strange. This is really strange to me. China's a wacky place. You think they wouldn't care about this, but they do. Like, they care about their citizens, but they'll also throw them in concentration camps. I don't really get it. So, from 8 to 16, you can only spend $29 a month, and 16 to 18, you can only spend $60 a month. And the thing is how do you track all of this, first of all? And that was even one of the first points I wanted to make, but I completely forgot to make this point because I got caught up in all these other points. But the first point I wanted to make is, how are they tracking these kids? How are they making sure that people are actually putting in their age? I don't know about you guys, but when I was a kid, my birthday was always 1980 because I didn't want to deal with all of the restrictions on whatever video game I was trying to play or whatever account I was creating. Everything was like 1980. Like January 1st, 1980, I'm sure it was a billion people's birthdays because it just secured you into everything. You didn't have to worry. So I don't understand how they're cracking down. Maybe all of the kids there are just insanely honest to a fault and they're putting in their actual age in all these accounts, but all these kids that are putting their fake age, maybe they're forced to put their real age. Maybe the spying on their people has gotten so like significant. I mean, I know they've already got like a social credit system over there. Maybe they've even got kids on record like that. I don't know. It's like I said, a wacky place, but I feel like it'd be incredibly difficult to enforce really any of this, especially in this country. In this country, you would not be able to enforce these curfews. You would not be able to enforce these spending caps. What's to stop the parents from just creating the account and then spending whatever the hell they wanted? You know what I mean? So it's really strange that this is happening. And I also got to wonder, does that mean like in-game purchases, $29 a month and $60 a month? I don't know. It just said that that was their gaming cap. I'm assuming in-app purchases or in-game purchases like microtransactions. So whatever. If you're going to hurt companies like that, that's pretty funny. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm going to complain about the curfew, but the spending caps, whatever. You're actually saving people from blowing their entire life savings, their parents' life savings. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about this whole thing that's going on in China. Like the video if you guys liked it. Subscribe for more content. And as always, have a fantastic day. See you guys. Today I'm drinking Moon Juice from Santan Brewing Company. Galactic IPA. I don't even know what that means. I gotta read this real quick. An out-of-this-world IPA crafted with tons of Galaxy and Nelson Sauvin hops. Oh, that's why. That's why. Okay, so there's Galaxy hops. I didn't even know that there were different... I didn't know there were hops named Galaxy. Like, I don't know. I didn't even know there were different types of hops. The more you know there. It's supposed to taste aroma of peach, apricot, and tropical fruit. I definitely get the apricot and the peach. I'm not getting the tropical, but I'm definitely getting the apricot and the peach. But yeah, it's pretty delicious. Recommend it. Another Santan beer. 7.3%. Good stuff. Really refreshing. Also, of course, another Tales from Retail coming out tomorrow. I've got a bunch of podcasts lined up, so those will definitely start being earlier on Patreon like I promised originally. And whenever Walmart puts up their Black Friday ad, I'll have that up as well.